Hello everyone, this is Raja here and welcome to another tutorial in which we are going to discuss how we can create an e-commerce website step by step. So this you can say is a continuation of my one of the video how to create an e-commerce website in which I said about how to set up an e-commerce website using Astra and Elementor and how quickly you can set up your website without giving much effort and spin it up easily and the website looks very cool. So in this video we are going to discuss that the step-by-step approach without skipping any step, how we can set up an e-commerce website for your store or for your business, and through this website you can like expand your business and go online and sell your products. This video is also helpful for people who are looking to learn WordPress and want to give it a try before they make their actual website. So in this website I will be showing you the ways like how you can learn WordPress and uh, you do your hit and trials before you actually indulge into creating a website. So you can make all your hit and trials, check which theme suits you the best and which does not, and finally you can make your own customization and go with your own theme. So without wasting much time, let's go and check how this demo website looks like. So you can see this demo website is having a logo on the top left hand side, and it has a transparent menu which has a home and a store. A store has a drop down which has a couple of items down here. So basically my store is a plant store in which I am selling cactus and various other plants. So there are two categories I am having, like one is plant, another is cactus. Another is next is about us, then contact us, and then my account. And then there is a nice bag which is a cart, which is my cart and showing my cart information. Uh, to start with, I have a nice picture with a parallax effect with a button which will be redirecting me to the store page. I have a few categories showing which cactus you want to buy, and these also have few buttons, and this will also redirect you to those pages. And then you have the featured plants or the featured product, you may say, in which you can see all these plants, and if you click on any one of them you can go to their product page. Then you have the testimonials of the users who were using your plants. You have another nice parallax effect message area in which you can give messages to your clients. And then you have a nice footer section in which you can have your quick links, your privacy policy, terms and conditions, and anything you want to show to your customers. You can also have your social icons. uh, I'll go to the store page later. Let's go to the about us page. uh, about us page is also a nice looking page. It has also a parallax effect. It has a text area, and you can give all your details like what is your company all about. You can put an image and describe your details. You can put the team of your company. You can put the social icon on for every one of them, and like that. Contact us page is a nice looking form. You have you have another parallax effect. You have the address, you have the phone number, you have a nice looking form where people can type their message in with name, email address, subject, and send in their message. And and this is it. So now let's go to the store page. So the store page is like this, in which we are having all our featured product, like what are the plants I am having, or what are the cactus or plants I'm selling, with their ratings, their name, and their price. So if I click on any one of them, let's click on this one. I go to the product page. Here, if you hover onto this product image, it will zoom and you can see the minute details of this product before buying it. You can see this product is on sale. Here sale is also mentioned, and this is its actual price, and this is its sale price. And you can also see the rating. One customer has given a rating, and it's showing the cart. It has a product description. Here also a description. There is a review also. A customer has given a review of this product, and if anyone else give this review, this will appears below like this. We have related products for cross selling, related to this product. I'll explain what cross selling is all about when I'll explain WooCommerce in details. So just you can think of that. um, if someone buys this product, you can show them the related product, which is very product. So this is it. And now let's do a demo, like let's add this to our cart. You can see this is added to my cart, and as soon as it is added in my cart, you can see that this has changed to 2. Previously it was 1. I can add another one and see if it turns to 3. Let me add another one. It turns to 3 now. So you can see that whenever I add a product in my cart, uh, dynamically the number is changing here on the cart. You can check it out directly from here, or you can view cart here. Let's do from here. Let's view our cart from here. So you can see our cart here, and I am buying 3 quantity of this product, and the total is $75. I'll try to proceed to checkout, and then it is giving me the option to fill in my details. I am putting my details, my name, my address, and my zip code, my phone number, my email address, all the details. And total is subtotal is $75. There are various options that comes in through which I can pay this. I can do direct bank transfer, I can do check payments, but these two components are a bit outdated. Third is cash on delivery. Many of companies, like many of small stores, still go with cash on delivery, but it's a bit risky. Like if your customers like deny or decline to take the product, you may end up in a loss. So I think this is the best option with you, going to the PayPal. And when you select PayPal and you proceed to pay with PayPal, then you will see the screen where you will get this. So you can like do your payment of $75 through PayPal if you have a PayPal account, or you can pay with your credit and debit card also. So if you don't have, like if your customers don't have a PayPal account, they can directly pay through credit and debit card by clicking in here. So when they click in here, um, another page will load, and in this page they will be able to put in their credit card details or debit card details, put in their billing address, mobile information, email address, everything, and they know that this money is finally going to this PayPal address. So this is how everything happens down here. I am canceling it because I am not going to make any payment. This is for just a demo purpose. Let's do cash on delivery here. If I do cash on delivery and place my order, you can see that order number 459 is placed. For me, email address is this, and this will be cash on delivery. So this is the front end which is shown to the user, and you see that my cart is became zero again once again. And how it is managed by backend also, that is also one of the important thing you need to see. So this is what your user will see. So what you will see, that is the most important thing. So if this is your store, and you go to your store dashboard, you have a place where you can come and check your WooCommerce details, and that is order. You can see 2 minutes ago we got an order which status is processing, and it is of $75, and it is from this order number 459. And if I click onto that, it will show me all the details which I filled in there. You see all my uh, uh, address, and my email address, also my phone number. And I have ordered for this cactus plant, and I have ordered 3 pieces of it, and $25 each, so total it is $75. There is no extra shipping or things added. And I now like my the store needs to like pay, store needs to complete this delivery process. And after this delivery process is done, the customer will pay cash on delivery. So after the cash on delivery is done, only this process will be completed. So from the back end, how will you complete this process? So let's see. There are fields down here in which you can change stuffs, uh, and give change the status, like uh, this is your order, and you can change the order status, like you can make it processing, you can make it hold. So you can generally, when someone places the order, it goes into processing state. Then you can put it on hold or pending payment, depending upon the mode of the payment. Basically, if it is the mode of the payment is a direct bank transfer or check payment, then you can keep them on hold or pending payment. And whenever they will be cleared out, you can change the uh, uh, status again to processing. And when you will be delivering the product to the customer, you can make it to complete. So in this case, since it is the cash on delivery process, suppose after the order is placed, it will be processing. And when your delivery executive will be delivering the product to the person, or to your client, and he takes the money from your client, then you can change this to completed, and you can update the status. So as soon as you update the status, you see order updated, and it is completed now. Now if I go and see the orders, you can see this order is completed. Other orders are pending payment and processing state. So this is how you can manage things in the back end. In WooCommerce, you can go in order, you can go and check whichever order is there, and you can see the details of the order by clicking on the order. You can see when the order is when you have received the order, what is the state of the order, who is the customer who have given the order, or what is the order all about, what is the details to where the item needs to be delivered. And you can change the status accordingly, depending upon whether it is the payment is delivered by cash or not, and or it is done by pay like PayPal or something like that. If it is done by PayPal, then it is well and fine, you can like keep it processing, and as soon as you deliver, you can change the status to complete. So this is something like you can manage from the backend, the order, There are other abilities that you can do is like you have something like coupons. You can create your coupons, and during when your product was let me show you once again. When suppose I want to buy this product, and I do a view cart, and let's do a proceed to checkout. And here it is asking me for click to enter your coupon code. So you can enter your coupon code, like you for your stores you can create something called coupons, and you can keep some kind of percentage discount or fixed product discount or fixed card discount. Like you can keep percentage discount coupon amount, you can keep 5% discount, and you can also keep the expiry date till the end of the month. And you can also give it to the customers who are very close to you, or who are like very regular customers of yours, to ensure that your customers stick with you and be with you. So these abilities actually create a lot of give you a lot of options to ensure that you go with a very nice store, and everyone likes it. So after that, there are reports that how your stores are performing day to day, how many orders are placed, what is the gross sale you are doing, average gross sale, net sale, and all the details will be there. And there is a store setting. This I will talk to you in details when I will be showing you how to build your site. Then status, excuse me. Uh, in the status, it's like all the URLs that you have, your WordPress environment, your server, and all the details, and how everything is performing is given. So these are not that much important, but extensions are there for WooCommerce. If you want to buy something for WooCommerce, like you can buy same subscription buying strategies like booking. You can have your customers book hotel rooms or whatever, depending upon what kind of site you are having. So let's not go into that. Let's keep up till here. And this is another feature like product. So all the product which we are seeing down here in the stores, uh, these all products are basically these products that have been created here. You can create a new product by adding a new product here. You can import product in CSV format, or you can export this set of product again in a CSV format. So or you can modify any of the product which is there. Let's check how it is being modified. If I click on edit, then you see like I have these options like what is my product. The product name is here. It's a money plant, and its description is given over here, what's money plant is all about. And the image of the money plant is here in the product image, you can see. Then the product data which is here, which says what kind of product it is. So generally we keep it as a simple product, but there are other options as like group product, affiliate or external product, or variable product. But if you are like selling something tangible, like in this case we are selling plants, you can go with simple product. You can keep their regular price or sale price, or you can keep it if you are not in doing it on sale, you can keep just the regular price only. You can manage the inventory, like you can manage that whether this thing is in stock or not, and how many of them are in stock. So you can enable the stock level management by clicking this, and you can ensure like click and define a stock quantity. Like if I define it like 6, that means I have 6 money plant with me currently, and I am not allowing any back orders. And whenever this low threshold will be there, I will be getting an email alert ensuring that um, I am notified that my product is low on stock, so that I can quickly refill this product. Shipping is another important thing. The most important thing for an e-commerce site is shipping, because here I in normal shops people generally come and buy the product, take the product, and go home. But in e-commerce shop, we generally have to deliver the product to the customer, and that's when the cost is involved for you. So depending upon that, you can define like what is the weight of the product and the dimension of the product, and accordingly like which shipping class, you can define different shipping class and shipping categories, on which shipping category does it falls, and depending upon that how its shipping cost will vary. You can link product, obviously, that we were saying about. Like here, if I click on any of the product, you see there are related product here. So basically that is the thing. You can uh, link these products here, so that they can show up when your main product page is being seen. You can add different product attributes, and you can have purchase note, menu orders, and stuffs like that. So this is basically how a product is being created or edited. You can add the same thing in add new. If you do add new, all this field will be again like come to you, and then you need to select an image of a product. You need to define a title of the product and description of the product, and again you need to define the price, sale value, everything. So we will see everything in details how it is done. uh, in brief, like this is how your e-commerce page, like a website, should look like. And It was all about the front end, how the front end will look and how the back end will look, and how you will be managing the back end, how you will be defining the product. Generally people talk about the front end only, but the most important thing for you, if you are actually like actually want to sell your product through your store, will be how you manage the back end, or how you configure or set up the back end. So that thing will be the most important thing. So let's start doing things step by step, guys. Uh, Whenever you want to create a website, your first step will be to, let me pull up a notepad down here, and write the steps which will be like needed to spin up your website and start selling. Or, and if you're not selling also, if you are a freelancer, or you are learning, or you are doing hit and trial, or you are just want to know that how your website is coming up, you can do all these stuffs. So the most important first thing is to have a domain and hosting. So domain and hosting are the most important thing to start with. Uh, what is domain? So domain is basically something like www dot your name, or your website's name dot com, or dot in, or dot uk, or dot whatever. So the name through which your website will be identified is the domain name, and you need to purchase that domain name. So there are a lot of companies out there which sell domain name, and Before you buy your domain name, you need to check that whether your domain name is available or not, because it may happen that your domain name is already booked if it is a common domain name. Like if I want to buy google.com, so I cannot buy that because it's already booked with the Google. So like that, there are a lot of websites where you can go and check whether your domain name is there or not, or you can need to tweak your domain name so that you can have a good domain name. And then the hosting. The hosting is basically the place where all your website pages or your database data resides. So there are lot of companies which are providing domain and hosting services. You can select any one depending upon which one is the best, but there are some consideration you need to keep in the mind. Don't go with those domain hosting sites or domain hosting companies which are giving you huge discount, because here basically you need to check that what you are doing, like you are building your shop here. So if your domain is not like if your hosting site is not providing you 100% availability, like most of the time your site is not reachable or your site is slow, then your shop will be not reachable to your audience, and that will be a huge setback for you, and it can backfire badly. So whenever you will be selecting your domain on hosting site, go with the best, I will suggest. If you are trying to build up your store for learning purpose, you can try with any one of them, and you can just spin it up and check. I am showing this for tutorial purpose. Therefore, I will build up the website which I will show you with AWS, and I will in a minute I'll show you how I will do that. After you do the domain and hosting site, you need to install WordPress. So the second step is will be install WordPress. So any of the domain and hosting companies which you opt uh, which you opt will have WordPress in it. So WordPress is basically one of the content management software on which the website which I was showing you the demo on was built upon. So it like hosts nearly 35 to 36% of internet websites, and it is the most used content management software in the world, and it's very popular among people. And you have like lot of free themes and in like built-in themes, and also like website building tools and editors, which makes it really easy. You need not to code. Uh, Basically, if you don't know what is coding is, you don't need to write a piece of code. Basically, WordPress is like built with the PHP, um, JavaScript, and HTML, CSS. In the backend, it has MySQL. So, but you don't need to like bother about that if you just consider or if you just concentrate over the design of the site, and if you ensure that there are few plugins and there are few website building tools that are configured, you can get all of them from it. Then the thing which I was saying, to ensure that if you don't know how to code, how you can do or how you can build a website. So previously, like a few years back, it was not possible to build a website without knowing coding. But today, if you don't know how to code, don't worry, because it is just a matter of drag and drop, and it's now going beyond that also. Like this site which I was showing it to you is a site which is a pre-built site without any customization. I haven't done any customization on those site. I was just showing you how you can customize your site depending upon your need. But these are almost pre-built site available. There are lot many of them. There are free version, there are paid version. If you want to have support from the theme owners, like you can have the paid version, so they can support you throughout the whole life, or throughout the whole life of your website, and you can get a lot of information from that. So to that, install Astra and Elementor is your third step. So Astra is basically your theme, which comes with a lot of pre-built website web pages. The one which I was showing you, a e-commerce website. Similarly, you can get a lot of inbuilt themes with Astra. Like you can have if you're a professional yoga guru, you can have a website for yourself. If you're a motivational speaker, you can have a like built-in website for yourself. If you have having a store, you can have a website for yourself in Astra. But there are also like customized portions, like you can customize them. It's not like they are rigid and they are not flexible, but you can customize it accordingly to your need, and ensure that your website is serving the purpose for which you have built it. So to customize it, or to bend it, or to change it with respect to the design, the tool which you are going to use is Elementor. Element is the now the world most renowned website building tool, and it have various features. I have a tutorial on that also. Few of them you can go and check. I will be putting more online soon. And Elementor is one of the most easy to use website building tool, and it goes hand in hand very nicely with Astra and WordPress. Next will be to for you to have a e-commerce website is to set up your store info. So this is what I was telling you in the start of this video, like how you can modify your store address and stuffs. So that I will show you. Next is how you can like upload, update whatever product information. So after you do these 5 steps, you are mostly ready to go there and work with your website. So let's see, we will do everything from the scratch, how we do it. Let's go and start a website first in Amazon EC2 instance. So as I said, I am doing this for tutorial purpose and learning purpose, and therefore I am building it on Amazon EC2 instance. But like if you want to do it, you can do it anywhere. You can go to any of those domain or hosting providers uh, which you like. You can work with names like GoDaddy. You can work with stuffs like what do you say? Um, HostGator, Bluehost, and if you buy the domain or hosting from them, you can have all the informations and details on how to get your domain and hosting setup. So I'm doing it on AWS, and for me to do it at AWS, I need to build up an EC2 instance. To build an EC2 instance, I need to go to services and then EC2, and then after going to EC2, I need to launch, and after I launch, I need to come to is AWS Marketplace, where I will pull up an image of WordPress by Bitnami and Automatic. So I will select this image. This is free tier eligible, and I am just using this for education purpose. You can also use this for education purpose or learning purpose. So I'll continue with this one, and I'll select the type of the instance as T2 micro, which is again free tier eligible, and I will review all the settings. So it is fine here. Instant details is fine, storage is fine, everything is fine. So I'll launch it. It'll ask for a key pair, and I already have one key pair, so I'm launching it. So it is not basically a tutorial about how to launch or work on AWS. I generally create different tutorials for AWS. So if you want to see those tutorials, you can visit my channel, and you can see them. But basically, the idea here is to spin up a WordPress website, and then start working on it from the beginning to end, step by step, show that so that I can show you how I can like spin up my website. So AWS, for your knowledge, you can take it as a free tier for 1 year, and you can do all these stuffs which I am doing, all the hit and tries, or the all the learnings you can do from here. So after you see this is in running state, I just need to go and copy this in the clipboard and paste it, and this is actually my URL for the server, and I also need the user ID password of the server, which I will be getting here. But let me have this ones come up. Sorry, it is taking some time. It is saying service unavailable. Let's try once again. It takes some time. Yeah, now you can see that I can see a WordPress website which is by Bitnami, and is there, the details are there, and now I need to log into that. To log into a WordPress site, I need to just give a slash and give here wp-admin. Okay, my caps is on, just wait. So the default for user for EC2 is user, and to see the password I need to go here and check what is the password here. Okay, let me check once again. Get system log. Let me refresh this page once. This generally takes few minutes to come. Let me refresh it. So it seems like it's not coming. Uh, Actually, this would have been giving my password down here to log into this instance. Let me check once again. Sorry, seems like it's hung. Let me go again back to the dashboard and come here. Let me check it once again. So it is up and running. So the instance screenshot is fine, but due to some reason it is not giving me the log. uh, that's not good. Yeah, so now I got it. Sorry for the delay. So basically in AWS, it takes some time to get this log, but in this log you will get the password of your yeah, this is your password. So this is my password. I put this password here. Yeah, so let's go into the dashboard. You see we are into the dashboard, and let me save it if I forget it. And let's update it. There are a lot of things asking for update. Let's update all the plugins. And see, so what we did, as this get updated, the domain and hosting and install WordPress, these two I did it with AWS, because I like doing it with AWS and I do it for learning purpose. Here you can go with anything else if you want. Like you can go with GoDaddy, or you can go with HostGator, or you can go with Bluehost. If you want to like host your site and host your website by a domain and hosting. So as soon as you go and buy the product from them, you need to buy a domain, you need to buy a hosting. As soon as you go and buy a domain and a hosting plan, they will give you all the details in an email, and then you need to install WordPress on it. And after you install WordPress on it, you will be on this page where currently I am on. Okay, and after you are on this page, you need to you need to go into the themes, and you need to go to add new. Okay, and before I do anything, this is a net new installation of WordPress, and this is how the site looks like. I hope till now you guys are clear. And to change or to go to create a site like this, what we were talking about, this site initially what I showed to you. To create a site like this, we need to go into the dashboard. If you want to go to the dashboard, you need to give the URL of your site, and then WP admin. Then you need to give the username and the password. So basically, the username and password for me is from this console which I found, and I put it into the here. I logged into this dashboard, and after I logged into this dashboard, I came to appearance and then themes, and in the themes I came to add new. After add new, I will search for a theme called Astra. Here it is. and here is Astra. I will install Astra. It, it takes few seconds to install, yeah, and after installing I will activate it. After I go and activate Astra, I get an option called Astra options down here in the appearance. I clicked into it, and there will be a option here stating like install importer plugin here on the right hand side, starter import starter site. So starter sites are basically the inbuilt websites, uh, an example of which I was showing it to you. Okay, so if you want to have an inbuilt website without doing any customization, you can pull up a starter site. But if you want to do create a site from the scratch, you can do that thing also. But these starter site are a very good starting point, and it comes with all the amenities and like all the details. As you saw, I can do all the stuffs of my e-commerce website, and I can do it very quickly and easily. So I'll just do install importer plugin, and very soon it will be done. So when it will be done, it will be giving me an option of C library. So where it's gone, yeah. So I will be in this page where you need to select a website builder. So you remember, like, I want the next step was to install Astra and Elementor. Okay, so Elementor is the website building tool and I will be using it. But apart from Elementor, there are other website building tools like Beaver Builder, Gutenberg, and Breezy. You can use any one of them. But if you are using Astra, you are going to get most pre-built sites with respect to Elementor because they primarily prefer Elementor. So I selected Elementor here, and after I selected Elementor, this site is coming here, which I was showing to you. But you can see that there are a lot of sites which you can get for free. The one which is saying agency are paid sites, and other than that, the other sites are free sites. So any of the sites you can use free site. So if you are wondering like if you can use any e-commerce site, yes, this was the e-commerce site for which I made another video, on which people said they want a more detailed video on how to do it step by step. So I selected this image, but you are very good and comfortable to use this image also. So for this demo, I will be selecting this pre uh, build site, and I as soon as I select it, it will ask me to install these plugins like contact form 7, Elementor, header footer blocks for Elementor, and WooCommerce. I'll go ahead and install all the plugin. It will take few minutes to get installed and activated. So one by one they will be done. If you're wondering about what these are all about, so Elementor and header footer blocks for Elementor is basically for website building. Contact form 7 is a form which you remember which you showed a contact us form where you had a name, and then you I can show you down here also. Yeah, name, and this is actually for build on contact form 7. And Elementor is, as you know, is a website building tool, and header and footer is for website building also. WooCommerce is basically the brain of your e-commerce site, you can say. So it is basically something which is driving it, which is driving all the transactions, all the calculations, everything beyond that, all the coding and all everything is being done by the WooCommerce, and it gives us like few features through which we can manage it. So let's import the site as we talk. So WooCommerce basically gives you all the features to starting from orders, product, then your coupons, which we talked about, then how you can manage your inventory, how you can configure shipping, payments, managing all your pages. So WooCommerce gives you all these details. So basically, we are importing the site, and it takes around sometime around like 30 seconds to 2 minutes to be imported totally. So let's wait till this is done, and till this is done, we can see about the my YouTube channel and have some discussion on that. This is my YouTube channel. If you haven't gone through all the videos, so these are all the videos primarily on WordPress, but I also create some videos on Docker, Ansible, AWS, and stuffs like that. So this is one of the tutorial in which I have told you how to create a WooCommerce site, and it is a very short tutorial and it doesn't contain all the description, but in here we are actually describing it how to do things step by step. So this is done. Now let's view the site. You can see, you remember the when we first brought this site up, how it looked like, and now if you bring it up, it looks like this. So we have replicated everything that we had in this site in our new AWS installation, and the next thing will be here. We are done till this step. Done till this step. Now the next thing will be set up your store info and update product info. So that is the next thing you need to do step by step. So let's go back to the dashboard, and let's go to WooCommerce and update our store info. Let's go to WooCommerce and come to setting. Here you need to update your store info, like where your store is. You need to give the address of your store, city, the zip code, the selling location where you want to sell your products to. Sell in all countries, sell in the country where you are in. All those details you need to put in. Enable coupon, you want to enable coupon, the currency and stuffs. So let's do it. I was like doing with this site also, just so let's copy paste it. uh, yeah, so just copy paste the informations from here to there. uh, yeah, Rose Street, city. Okay, it's populating. So it's US. I selected US and I selected California. Let's go with that. I don't remember the zip code. Something like this. Okay. Okay, so sell to all countries, sell to specific countries. You can change all these details here. If you want to sell to specific countries, you can sell to only United States, ship to all the country you sell to. So it's basically United States only. Default customer location will be geolocate, or shop base address, whatever. You can keep it geolocate. Since this is a hypothetical address, it can go wrong. You can enable coupon. Currency you can decide. You can pretty much give any currency. Let's give US dollar. Yeah. You can set the currency position to left or right or whatever, wherever you want. You can have the thousand separator as a comma, you can have decimal separator have dot, and you can have number of decimals as 2. And let's save changes. So after I save changes, let's do and visit site. So this is our site, and you can see all this information are now showing in dollar. Previously it was showing in pound. And after that, let's go to product. So you can select your shop page here, which is basically our store. Cart behavior, you keep it enable Ajax add cart button on archives. You keep things as it is. If you are changing anything here, depending upon how you are managing the shipping, you can enable review. Enable review can be done by two peoples, like people who are verified owners and people who are guest. So you can also give product ratings, and you can do save your this everything depends upon how you basically want to configure your site. So this is general. Inventory, you can do all the settings in the inventory. You can enable stock management. So hold stock is basically for x minutes, just 60 minutes. When the limit is reached, the pending order will be cancelled. Like you can have pending orders. You can have a notification of low stock, and you can keep your email address here, and you can give get all these informations. So basically after you do this, one important thing before you do this, like before you come to WooCommerce, just let me tell you this thing. You need to go to general, and that actually comes in if you are doing your WordPress setup through a normal or domain or hosting provider. But if since I did it this way, uh, I did not get the option to change these settings, so I just change the store name as my store, and the email address say, yeah. So this is okay, this is all in caps. Let's do it small. I can give this email address also, anyone. So let's save this change. After I save this change, let's go to back to the settings where I was, and setting again product and inventory. And inventory, you can enable your notification. So basically, if I had my email address information configured in before, as generally you will do when you will be going through any other domain or hosting sites, hosting service providers, you will be having this notification recipient as your email address by default. So this is done, and these are the things which you can manage, like the low stock threshold. You can keep this as 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever you want. You can have this visibility, or you can out of the stock item, you can hide out of the stock items, depending upon how you check it. Downloadable product, so it's if this store is currently which we are showing is about plants, but if suppose the store was about some software, then this would have been necessary for us. If we are not doing that, then it is fine. You can have actually forced downloadable products, and you can manage all these stuffs. Shipping is another important tab here. So shipping zones, shipping options, and shipping classes is basically deals with what kind of shipping you want to go with, and how you want to configure it. Payments, as I said, basically you can go with actually any payment. In the previous site which I was showing you, if you go to the payment tab, you see that I have all the payment option on enabled. So it gave me all the payment option when I was trying to check out. So if I go and check out here, it gives me actually all the payment options checkout. But here you can restrict them directly. You can enable or disable them. You can enable any one of them only. Okay, so depending upon that, those options will show up, and accordingly, like if you want to pay with PayPal, only the PayPal stuff will be there. So that is the thing. After payment, there is account and privacy. So account and privacy are options like guest checkout is enabled or not. Like you want to force people to create an account before you want to check out the product, or you want guests to check out the product. If you're okay with that, that the guests are checking out the product. So these are the few options. Account creation, is account creation mandatory, or account will be creating account will be created during checkout. You can always tweak these policies depending upon how you are doing it. So privacy policy page, you can always tweak your privacy policy page. You can check out privacy policy page. You can give all your details. You can give your data retention stuffs to the customers, because now like this GDPR stuff is on a fly. So you can always give these stuffs. Email, like you can manage all the emails whenever a new order is placed, or order is cancelled, or order is failed, or hold processing. Accordingly, you can manage these, and clicking on the manage, you can click on the recipient, and you can give you can like manage the template here. Basically, what is the subject, what could be the heading, you can change the heading type. All these stuffs you can do here. An advanced section is basically your cart page and checkout page, these pages information. And basically the endpoints are order pay, order received. Endpoints are basically to ensure that when you suppose pay with PayPal, your order is received, and then your product is like good to be processed. So that is the thing. So this is how you can set it up. There is REST API. You can do a lot of things with REST API or webhooks, but I'm not going into that much of details here. We are going keeping up to plain and simple way on how to do this. Uh, in the payments option, you can also enable other payment option. You can have a different plugin for um, this WordPress Woocommerce, which you can get in touch with various like service providers, and you can have those plugins installed and get those payment gateways enabled. They can be another mode of your payment that you can do. So basically, this is how you do the all the backend of stuff of your store setting. It's very simple. You can do all the tweaks and whatever changes you want, but the one which I show are the must and the most important one, which you must have. Next is your all product information, like what is your product. So in this pre-built pre-built website, all these product informations are like they come as a demo and demo products, and they are inbuilt. So you can delete all of these and you can build your own product. So I showed you like how you can build your own product, You can click on edit and you can click change the name of the product, and you can change the price details. You can manage the inventory, you can manage the shipping, you can link any product depending upon which is to upsell or cross sell. You can add any other attribute to it, you can give the product image and all these stuffs. So basically these last two steps is basically what I was discussing here, how to set up your store information and how to update your product information. So this is not fixed for people, this will uh, differ to you from person to person. So you can have two product or five product or six product. So basically this is the place where you need to go and you need to have your products. You need to add categories to your product, that is the most important thing. So that if when you add categories, like you will be able to bunch the product, like these plants are in plant categories and these cactuses are in cactus category. So there are, you can see, usually like there are two categories. So like you can keep, if you are selling dresses, you can have tops in one categories, you can have jeans in other category, you can have male products in one category or female products in other category. So in this way, like you can do upsell and cross sell, uh, like uh, like people who are actually viewing your product, like if I show you any one of them like this, suppose for example, you can see I get to see this related product. So this is basically because of um, the option which is here, uh, star cactus. Let's go and open star cactus first. uh, yeah, let's see some other products which are there on cactus side. Like mini, if I say, yeah, if I give the product of this and I just update it and I visit a star cactus, you see the mini product also shows up. You see, I edited this link product by upselling is, so this product showed up. So you can make these changes, you can make you may also like, and these product will be coming up in this picture. So these changes you can do. I can change another, I can add like old lady cactus, I can add. If I do old lady cactus and I save it, update it, and I refresh it, you see the old lady cactus is also showing down here. So this is how I can like make people more attracted towards the related products or the product which is basically a common. And suppose they are looking at one denim jeans, and I can show them three other denim jeans, so they probably can buy any of them. So this is a very nice feature to have sorry, in our product area. And other ones I showed it to you already. So I think that's it, most of it. And categories I told you, you need to add categories to bunch various product together. You can add different tags to help in searches and attributes you can do. And after you do all these things, your setup will be done, like your product and your stuffs will be set up. But what if like you want to change stuffs here? You can do things from backend, or like what if you want to change this picture altogether, or what if you want to change these stuffs? Like for that you have Elementor. You can just go and do it, edit with Elementor, and you can edit all these details, minute details, everything you can change. So you can change these buttons, you can button animations, you can change these headlines, this text, you can change these images. Like if you click on this column and you get this image, you can put any other image in place of this. You want to like replace this image, you can replace that. You can want to change this button features, you can do that. You can change all these features, these photographs, if you want to do, if you want to change it, you can do it with Elementor. So basically um, all the changes on the front end, if you want to do, you can do it with Elementor being in there. So basically uh, we touched upon everything now in respect to e-commerce website. We talked about how we need a domain and hosting, and then we need to install WordPress. You can have a lot of service providers, you can select any one of them. If you are learning, if you are freelancer, if you want to show, or if you want to, like if you want to show your website building capabilities to your client maybe, then you can go and buy a free tier from AWS, which won't cost you anything for 12 months. And the way I spinned up the Bitnami image for WordPress, and I build this site you see here, and I went into that. You can go again and go and install WordPress and start your site, and then you can create your own e-commerce site, or whatever site you want. You need to install Astra and Elementor. That is the most important and key thing. So Astra is an amazing theme, and Elementor is amazing web building tool. So when you have these two most important tools in your kitty, you are all set. And as I showed it to you, like you need to import the site, and after you import the pre-built site, whichever you chose, you need to, if you are setting up e-commerce website, you need to set up your store information, update your product information, and then you need to customize your another thing which I told you is to customize uh, your website using Elementor to ensure that it depicts all your store like, well, the way you want your store to be. Like if you don't want to have this testimonial section, you can just stripe it off from here, or you can again get it back by giving a control Z on the keyboard. So this Elementor makes it very easy to have this feature done. And if you are thinking of how we can edit this uh, header and footer, you have things like you need to go into the customization, and from there you can do that appearance, and you need to go to customize, and yeah, and from here you can see you can change the logo, you can change the name here, you can change the menu, or you can change the footer, you can change the copyright and stuffs down here. So this is all about it. This part, if you want to change the footer this area, then you have Elementor again. You can go here and site footer page, you can go and you can edit these things also. So basically this is how this site is built, and it's amazingly well built site. And if you think like you want to create a website of your own, and you want to like uh, go online with your products that you have in a website, and sell to the people. Just go and follow these set of steps which I told you, uh, and you will be up and running. And I will always suggest, like, if you are doing it yourself, then give it a hit or a trial by going into AWS. Or if you don't want to go to AWS, you can do it on your own local system on WAMP, as I did it here. This is actually on my local system on WAMP on my machine. You see, in locally in my machine, a WAMP is running. So if you don't know what WAMP is, I have another video for what WAMP is and how you can install WordPress on WAMP. So you go and learn how to install WordPress on WAMP, and then you can install WordPress, and you can install Astra, Elementor, and you can do the same stuffs, and you can check everything at your local system before you go online. So after you are done with these steps, you need to install Astra Elementor, and then you need to put your details of your store, and you can do this task repetitively until and unless you think you get your best site up and running. And then finally you can go out and you can go to your service provider, whoever you want. You can actually go with AWS also. You can have your domain, and you can link it with whatever IP you have here. You can link it with that, and it will be also working fine. So AWS, remember, it gives you 12 months of free hosting services if it is running on a T2 micro with this website, this WordPress image. So that's all, my friends. I hope you like this descriptive video about e-commerce, and with a touch of AWS on it, and the e-commerce on WordPress with a touch of AWS on it. And put in your views and your comments, and let me know if you like this video. And if you are new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing this channel. If you like this video, put in a thumbs up. So we will again meet till the next time. Till then, bye bye.